Hey, hope you're doing well. Just been out exercising. Tail end of it. Still got a little more to do. Nice place to make a video though. Outdoors here. We need to bring induction back into education more. Things have gone awry in different ways because of philosophies. Not our fault. It's complicated. A lot of people get induction wrong, as you can tell in the culture. Induction is the cognitive process of generalizing, basically. It works by getting some concrete individual things and generalizing a cause-effect relationship or action or category from that, like all humans are mortal, all billiard balls bounce off each other when they collide, of course, except in weird, unusual circumstances. We're talking about an implicit context of everyday life. All trees die, things like that. Generalizations all over the place in every single field, no matter where we turn our conceptual faculty, our minds. Whenever we're thinking conceptually and reasoning, we have generalizations. Deduction is parasitic upon them. Deduction is not the most important thing. We use it a lot in life. It is very important for learning something and then using that knowledge, not having it go to waste. You learn about a restaurant, then you know ever more what a restaurant is. You learn about a waiter, you learn ever more what a waiter is. And you don't think someone walking up to your table is a friend or a murderer or something. Very important. Know what a human is, know what a hamburger is, know what a car is, so on and so forth. But deduction depends upon induction and is no better than the generalizations formed by your induction. How many things are in there, the quality of the variety of things that make up your induction and your generalization. So we need to bring that in, make our education better. Hey, morning. How's it going? So induction's important. You can't deal with the waiter any better than how you've generalized and understood waiters or waitresses. You can't deal with a concept or issue at work any better than you've generalized and come to understand them. Remember, Sherlock Holmes did a lot of deduction, but it was parasitic upon the inductions that he did and the observations, how he classified. So that stuff's fundamental to doing any deductions. So it's much more important. People need to learn how to learn things on their own, be independent, have the knowledge they need to make good deductions in the first place. And some of the deductions are automatic. I mean, who the heck ever thinks, I'm in a restaurant. A person's walking up to my table. Therefore, this person's a waiter. No, it's automatic. We don't have to go through that explicit cognitive process. I'm out exercising. I've learned stuff. I don't think about it anymore. Some stuff I just do it. It's because, and the quality of my movement and exercise depends upon the quality of the movement that's led into it and the inductions and thinking and control that it's gone into it. So same for everybody, of course, not just me, but induction's important, as we've seen. It's deduction's parasitic upon it. So we need to learn that, like, some errors are, some people try to make induction out to be like a deductive process. If A, then B, A, therefore B. That's a deduction, not induction. We need to learn what induction's really like. Start applying that in schools, education, the workplace. Then, as you can tell so far from what we said, we're going to think better, we're going to write better, we're going to communicate better, we're going to read better. We'll be able to determine when we've got a good idea and how that applies to the rest of the world and fits in with what we do. Because induction's couched in everyday world. Just like we can't see a bunch of examples and get the concept rectangle when we're young unless there's other shapes that are implicit contrast for rectangles. Circles, ovals, hexagons, and so on, trees, dogs. We're inducing the shape in a context with contrast. Contrast is the engine of induction. We can't get waiter or waitress without knowing about people, and it's in context of a restaurant. It's in context of knowing different people, friends, family, strangers, that people work, they have a job, there's tasks, there's rules, there's games. In that context, we can induce propositions about waiters or waitresses. Waiters, waitresses bring food, waiters, waitresses take orders, so on, and develop the concept. So we need to think about what it actually is, not try to pretend it's deduction, bring it into education, into the workplace, into our own thinking, to make our thinking more powerful and valid, make sure it's tied to reality. You know, we can make up fantasies and deduce things from those, but induction is self-correcting. Deduction is not. Deduction's lost in its own world. Induction has a unique characteristic that deduction doesn't and never will. Induction is self-correcting. If you make a mistake, you'll find out when you keep inducing. And notice induction's more tied to observation than deduction is, but you know, deduction is too necessarily, because as long as you're tied to reality, not crazy, or like Ptolemy and there's others, have some bad philosophy that makes you care about your ideas and disregard experience. But hopefully that helps. A little primer about induction, very important. Let's bring it into education, because we care about our students, we care about ourselves, we care about the world, and this is one thing that's going to help us be better teachers, make better students, make a better world. Very important. I know that's what we want and what we love. Thanks for listening. Hope you have a good day. If you have any questions, let me know.